Welcome to the NSIC Spotlight, the voice of the NSIC student athletes, powered by gpac. gpac, growing people and companies. I'm your host, Nick Cornder, Assistant Commissioner at the Northern Sun. Today, we are joined by the reigning NSIC Pitcher of the Week, Luke DeGrammont of Concordia-St Paul baseball team. Luke, thanks for joining us on the Spotlight.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, before we get to last week's performance, you are a fifth-year senior. Where are you from and what brought you to Concordia-St Paul?
Yep, so I'm from Lakeville, Minnesota, went to Lakeville North High School. What brought me to Concordia was probably the coaching staff and the proximity to home. Coaching staff really sold me on it, and I'm really glad I did it.
Let's get to the diamond and talk about the gem that you threw last week to open NSIC play. 7 innings, a career best 11 Ks, needed just 80 pitches to get the 7-inning complete game shutout. What was working for you against Bemidji State last week?
Yeah, I mean, really just filled up the zone with all 4 of my pitches. Like to work quick in the zone. Really want to get the ball back from the catcher and just get right back to it. So I would say definitely had all 4 of my pitches working, commanding my changeup, definitely in 2-strike counts, helped a ton. Throwing curveballs for strikes early in counts and really just putting away hitters without kind of messing around, and 2-strike counts really helped me keep my pitch count down and allowed me to work faster, and also some great defense behind me.
You mentioned working faster. Is that something that helps you on the mound?
Yeah, it's definitely something have to try to do at times. If the game gets out of hand, I have to try to tell myself to pick it up, because if I allow myself to work fast, I can't really think. And as a pitcher up there, if you get in your own head, it's not a very great thing a lot of the time. So if I work faster, I've just found that it's more effective for me.
And you saw limited work in 3 appearances leading up to the NSIC opener. Walk us through how pitchers prepare for a season and how they're used differently as the season progresses.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in this conference, you may be used as a starter, reliever, closer. It kind of however you want to win, I guess. In my career, I've been used as all 3 of them. I enjoy starting the most just because you get the most routine. You get to understand what you want to do, when you want to do it, and you kind of have a little bit of control of your destiny within the game. But as a pitcher, you just got to be ready whenever your name's called, really.
So you kind of led into this question. As a pitcher, how do you prepare both mentally and physically for the game?
Yeah, physically, I would say as a starter, I really focus on my 6-day routine. You get 6 days in between your starts, so every day is mapped out for me. I know exactly what I'm going to do each day to know that my body is going to be ready to go. And then mentally, just preparing my mind to be in the zone during the game. Really, on Saturdays or Sundays, whatever day I'm pitching, I really try to zone it in on just the pitching. That's all I'm worried about that whole day, is going out there and competing. And then when the game's over, I can worry about everything else. So I really just try to eliminate all distractions from the day. And it's allowed me to really find my zone when I get on the mound.
So you mentioned, when you're going to pitching with that rotation, but how do you support the team when you're not on the mound?
Yeah. I mean, as a team captain here, I really take pride in how I approach the game without playing a lot of the times. As a pitcher, you're only in there one every 5-6 games. So that's something I take pride in a lot, just having energy on the bench. I try to keep our guys loose. I've tend to notice when we get uptight, we aren't playing as well. So try to keep it a loose environment, cheer on my teammates, be there to support them when maybe they don't do so well, or pick them up when they're doing great.
It was a beautiful day on Saturday as you took on Bemidji State on the turf of Minnetonka High School. Today, you look outside, there's an inch of snow on the ground almost in the Twin Cities. Talk about playing baseball in the upper Midwest and the mentality needed to succeed.
Yeah, you really just got to just go with the flow. A lot of our times our coach says you can control what you can control, and we can't control the weather. So we kind of show up. Our coach is great at communicating when we're going to be playing, where we're going to be playing, if it's at home or if it's in Missouri, who knows? So really just being able to focus on each day. You never know when you're going to play. You just got to really be ready, recover your body, keep your mind locked in. And it's a long season. So with the weather, you're going to be traveling a lot. You really just got to take care of yourself and make sure your teammates are locked in. And that's something we do really well here, is just communicating and understand that we may not know what we're going to play, but we're going to play.
As you mentioned, or as we mentioned, you're the reigning NSIC Pitcher of the Week, but Concordia-St. Paul swept the awards with teammate Jaden Werner earning the Player of the Week honor as the Golden Bears went 5-0 last week, started NSIC play 3-0. Talk about your teammates on this year's team.
Yeah, I mean, just starting with Jaden, he's a ball of energy out there. When he's finally finding his stroke right here, and he's turning into a great shortstop for us. It's really good to see. And then also we just have a bunch of veteran leadership on this team with a mix of really skilled young guys on this team. So that's what I love the most. We've got guys like Michael Voss, relieving / starting pitcher, great leader. Justin McGuigan, catcher, great leader. Matt Peach, another one of our captains. And then guys like Jared Wandersee, Braden Roybal, on base machine. Just really, I love this team because there's a bunch of veterans that understand how to do it and a bunch of young guys that want to learn how to do it. And it's a good mix.
So it's pretty much a solid schedule of weekday doubleheaders and weekend series leading into the NSIC tournament in mid-May. What are the team goals for the season?
Yeah, so our team goals are get into the conference tournament and win it. That's our goal. We want to make it there, have a good regular season, set us up for success in the tournament, and try to win the tournament.
And as we mentioned, you're a fifth-year senior. What are some of your personal goals the rest of the season?
Yeah, just to continue pitching well. I don't have a ton of awards I'm looking for. I just really want to go out there and allow my team to win. I want to give us the best chance to win. I'm not looking for awards. I just want to win here.
All right. Well, winning you did last weekend, 5-0. Before we let you go, what's your major and what are your plans post Concordia-St. Paul?
Yep. So for my undergrad, I got a degree in sport and exercise psychology. And then with the COVID year, came back for my 5th year, and I'm in leadership and management master program here at Concordia. So a little bit undecided what I want to do, whether I'm going to go into the business world or if I'm going to go into coaching here. We're kind of up to see. We don't know exactly at the moment, but we're going to figure it out.
All right. Well, best of luck to you and the Golden Bears. That's going to wrap up this week's show. Thank you again to our sponsor, gpac. Luke, best of luck to you the rest of the season.
Thank you.